All right, good Thursday evening, everybody. We've got another cold front on the way, so hold on tight. It's going to be brutally cold once again this weekend. I think after this weekend, though, we are going to warm up, and it'll stay mild through much of next week. So we really just got to get through this weekend. So where's the cold front? We'll take a look at our winds. Where do they come together? You see where we have a north wind and a south wind coming together from South Arkansas through the Shreveport area and into the southeast Texas coastline? That is our cold front. Now, doesn't look very impressive, does it? We see cloud cover, yes, with it, but little to no precipitation. The thing is, with this storm, it's not going to blow up until it gets to the east of us, which is great. We don't want another ice or sleet or snowstorm. That's fine. Once it gets off the eastern seaboard, though, it's going to strengthen enough that I think the East Coast will get some snow out of this. For us, though, it's just all going to be about the temperature as we go through this weekend. The fact that we're not going to get another big storm is good, but we need to get power on for folks this weekend because it is going to be so cold. They're going to need heat, and these numbers look a whole lot better. At the peak of the power outage, we had about 180,000 customers that are tracked without power in Mississippi, and that number is now down to 87,000. And significant improvements over our area as well. These numbers had stayed pretty high in places like Humphreys and Holmes and Sharkey and Yazoo counties. Now they're beginning to come way down. Look at Warren County, down to less than 1,000 and just 3% of those folks over there. So it is getting better. It is going to be sunny this weekend too, so they're going to be able to make some progress. It's just that it's going to be really, really cold and especially breezy on your Saturday. So with the front coming in from the west, clouds are increasing from that direction. Temperatures have already dropped into the mid-30s, but with a light south wind overnight and cloud cover, this is where temperatures will hold through the overnight. So we're only going to get as low as about 35 here in the metro. Most of us will stay above freezing. We may drop to the freezing mark in our eastern counties just after midnight and then start to warm up by the morning. Now, during the day tomorrow, winds are going to pick up from the north behind the front, and temperatures will begin to trend downward. So today's high in Jackson was 58, tomorrow 45. That's down 13 degrees, and that cooling trend will continue right through Saturday and into Sunday morning. Sunday morning is going to be our coldest temperature. Won't necessarily feel the coldest, but the coldest temperature coming Sunday morning. So here's a look at that weather maker coming through. Notice the clouds with it. That's going to overspread Mississippi tonight through tomorrow morning. And then some of the clouds could even break up by late in the day on your Friday. So limited sunshine possible before the sun goes down. But overall, it's going to be a cloudy and a breezy day and turning colder. Now, take a look at our storm over Florida. Notice it's going to move off the East Coast, and it's really going to strengthen. This is going to be a big storm, but most of it will be offshore. Some of the moisture, though, is going to be thrown back in over the Carolinas into the cold air, and that's where we're going to see another snowstorm for the southeast, mostly over the Carolinas, but places as far south as maybe Savannah, Georgia, and as far north as maybe the Delmarva Peninsula and about Norfolk in Virginia could see some snow out of this. But we're not going to get any of that. This is overnight when the front is coming through. Notice clouds, maybe a sprinkle, but it's doubtful anybody's going to see anything out of this. Then we get to Saturday, and it's going to be about the cold air. Now, some clouds are going to be coming in from the north, and could we see a flurry from those clouds? It's possible. It's not out of the question. 99% of us won't see a thing. Even if it happens, it's going to be before sunrise, so most people won't see it, even if we get a flurry in the air to the west of Jackson Saturday morning. So don't be concerned about that. Just concentrate on the temperatures and notice all day Saturday we're going to be in the 20s, which means we will be below freezing all day on your Saturday. Now here's a look at our low temperatures over the weekend. We're in the teens. Again, the lowest temperature Sunday at 17. Saturday, though, is going to feel colder thanks to our winds increasing from the north in the first 24 hours after the front moves through. So this is the wind chill as the front is coming through tomorrow morning. Again, not terribly bad where it's going to feel like it's about freezing. Then we fast forward about 24 hours, and the cold air is in place. Temperatures are in the teens. Winds are going to be coming in from the north at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. That's going to make it feel like it's 0 here in the metro and below 0 to the north and east of us, and in the single digits as far south as the Pine Belt. 4 in Laurel, 5 in Hattiesburg, 3 in Brookhaven, 6 in Natchez, and in Macomb. So, yeah, brutally cold Saturday morning through the day Saturday, Sunday morning too. Now remember, Sunday morning, that's our coldest morning at 17, but the winds won't be as strong. So yeah, there's going to be a wind chill, but between about 9 and 13, that's bad enough. But Saturday morning is going to be worse as far as the wind chill is concerned. So through the weekend, if you got to be outdoors, you know what? If you can, stay indoors all weekend. Just kind of chill out this weekend and don't go outside if you don't have to. If you do have to, dress in layers to keep yourself warm. It's always a good idea to wear a hat and gloves. Make sure your car is ready for the cold weather. You don't want to stall out when the weather is cold, so have antifreeze in the car. Hopefully, from the last storm, your exposed pipes are already wrapped out there, so you don't have to do that again. But please, please, please let your faucets drip starting Friday night through Sunday afternoon. So basically all day on your Saturday, because we are going to be below freezing all day that day. And if you've got outdoor pets, bring them inside at least for this weekend. So tonight, increasing clouds, temperatures in the mid-30s, a light south breeze. Then tomorrow, everything starts to shift around. Winds start to blow in from the north. We'll see clouds in the morning, limited sun in the afternoon, less than a 10% chance of rain early in the day. The high temperature at only 45 degrees. And then we get to Saturday, mostly sunny, but breezy and cold. 18 in the morning, wind chill near zero. The high temperature at 29, below freezing. And then on our Sunday morning, we're down to 17, not as windy. Sunday afternoon, we do get above freezing. So if you've got those faucets dripping, you can stop that by Sunday afternoon. And then next week, best news of all, we're going to warm up. And this time we stay, I'm going to say warm, but it's really just going to be mild or near average for early February, with lows in the 30s and highs in the 50s. I think we'll see increasing clouds Tuesday, and our next best chance of rain coming in Wednesday at about a 40% chance. All right, that is your forecast for tonight. Meteorologist Megan Hanna is going to be here in the morning with your next update. Have a good night.